The average college student spends 80% of their time right here on campus. Whether you commute or you stay at the dorms, campus safety should be a top priority. Your home away from home is right here at the university, and for that reason you should always remain aware and stay alert at all times. The Hispanic Press Department has decided to compare just how safe students in universities around Houston feel on their campus. For this investigation, we included the University of Houston, Rice University, the University of Houston Clear Lake, Texas Southern University, and the University of Houston Downtown. In our interviews, we asked students just how safe they feel on campus.
Yeah, I feel relatively safe on campus. I don't really go out much, I'm usually in my dorm studying or in the library. But yeah, I feel safe. Campus, not a lot of extracurricular activity goes on campus, so everyone's cool with each other. We all bond well, so I feel safe.
I guess I could always feel a little bit safer just walking back and forth, but for the most part, I feel pretty safe.
Okay. What about compared to like St. Thomas, where you
well, I feel less safe. Just I think the location. Well, I think really just the parking situation. I have to walk quite a distance, whereas at University of St. Thomas there was a parking garage and we were on campus and there wasn't any walking back and forth. And then of course just the location, it's downtown, so. Yeah.
Very safe, pretty safe.
Okay. And why do you think that is?
You always see officers walking around, and we get tons of email alerts in our email from the police station, whether it just be weather updates or anything else, so yeah.
In general, during the day, like when it's like this, I feel really safe just walking to class and everything. At night, I don't walk by myself, I feel at night maybe a little more unsafe, but I never really feel like I have a problem walking around.
Most students interviewed felt safe while on campus, but out of 6 universities in the Houston area, University of Houston main campus reported the most crime for the past 3 years, but had a lower crime rate than Rice University or Texas Southern University for 2009. These 3 universities, however, report less crime than the surrounding neighborhoods, while on the opposite end of the spectrum, UHD, HBU, and UH Clear Lake report the lowest of the 6 schools. The Houston Press Department has researched a few guidelines to help students avoid being victims of crime. They go as follows. Tip number 1. Carry pepper spray or a stun gun to give you an advantage over any attacker. Tip number 2. At night, travel on well-lighted and well-traveled streets. Avoid unlighted areas. Walk in the middle of the sidewalk and never loiter into deserted areas. Tip number 3. Try to travel with another person or in a group, especially at night. Tip number 4. Keep an eye out for anyone who is loitering or hanging around your home, campus, school, work, or your car. College students are much more likely to be stalked. Tip number 5. Don't carry large sums of money. Tip number 6. When you get home, particularly after dark, don't hang around at the entrance of your residence. Make a quick check for mail or newspapers and go in right away. Tip number 8. When leaving your dorm or apartment, make sure that all doors and all windows are locked, including the main building entry and exits. Hopefully with these tips and a more alert state of mind, college students can avoid being victims of theft and assault on college campuses.